Sentire Media.
Welcome to the Stop Italian Sounding podcast, uncovering authentic Italian food. I'm your host, Robert Campana, and join me as we delve into the rich heritage of genuine Italian food, exploring its legends, history, and traditions. Through important tips and insightful interviews with industry professionals, you'll gain a deeper understanding of authentic Italian food. Welcome back, everyone, to the Stop Italian Sounding show, uncovering authentic Italian food. So today, I want to talk about a type of pasta that's not just something you eat, because it's kind of something that you could actually hear as well, too. So if you follow me on social media, you saw most likely that in recent days, I posted something that is called pasta alla Chitarra, and it comes from the region of Abruzzo. And once you understand how it's made, you'll realize that it isn't, quote unquote, just pasta, because it's a perfect example of how deeply connected Italian food is to tradition, tools, place. I like to call them the artisans, the people who make this food, because it's not just putting the ingredients together, it's actually crafting the food. So pasta alla Chitarra is made using a simple dough. We're talking about, semolina flour, egg. So it's a fresh egg type of pasta. But what really makes this pasta unique is the actual tool, the chitarra, if you will, which literally means guitar. And it is a wooden frame strung with little thin metal wires. And if you take a look at it, it literally looks like a guitar. So that's why it, of course, takes that name. And the pasta dough is rolled out thin and then pressed over these wires, cutting it into like little square spaghetti-like strands. And as the dough passes through the wires, it creates, if you listen to it, a distinct sound. You have to be quiet, of course, when you do it, almost like the strings of the guitar are being, quote unquote, played. And that's, of course, where the name comes from. So the chitarra, again, this device that's used, dates back to at least the 19th century in the region of Abruzzo. And it was a way, of course, to create uniform pasta, making it simple to create, again, a lot of these spaghetti-shaped pastas a lot at one time, again, using this handmade tool long before industrial pasta production became quite common. And this wasn't about innovation for the sake of efficiency. It was about precision within the actual tradition. So each household would have one, of course, and making pasta wasn't just cooking. It was part of daily life. Of course, something that was passed down from generation to generation to generation, so on and so forth. And what's interesting is that this pasta is still made the exact way today in many parts of Abruzzo. The tool hasn't changed, the method hasn't changed, and that tells you something very, very important. Tradition 100% matters. In Italy, it is so alive. It's basically in the DNA of people. So the pasta alla Chitarra shows us that Italian food isn't just about the ingredients, it's about the entire process from A to Z, as we say. So technically, you could cut pasta into the same shape with a knife or machine, but it wouldn't be the same because the chitarra doesn't just shape the pasta, it gives it specific texture as well, too. So a slightly rough surface that, of course, once you cook the pasta, holds onto the sauce much differently. And it also carries something less tangible because a connection to the place, history, and craftsmanship is just as important, if not even more important than the ingredients that are being used, I would say. And this is what people often miss when they try to recreate Italian dishes outside of Italy. Now, I'm not saying don't try to do it. Absolutely try and do it because it's important to maintain those traditions even outside of Italy. If you were born in Italy and you live there, or if you are of Italian origin, very important to maintain your tradition. So, and this is one of those things that's hard to really fully understand until you see it in person or even try it in person, because watching someone make pasta alla Chitarra in Abruzzo, hearing that sound, seeing the rhythm, seeing the process, maybe chatting with that person, sipping a little vino that never hurts. It's completely different from just reading about it or seeing it even in a video in social media, quite frankly, because in that moment, you're not just learning about the dish, you're experiencing the culture behind it. So the next time you hear about pasta alla Chitarra, remember, it's not just a type of pasta, it's a tool, it's a sound, it's your tradition, it's history. And remember that Italian food is deeply tied to how and where it's made. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the stories of authentic Italian cuisine. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to this podcast for more insights and interviews. Also, feel free to reach out with your thoughts or questions on our social media channels at Stop Italian Sounding or on our website, stopitasounding.com. Grazie a tutti e alla prossima.
Sentire Media.
Hey, podcast producers and show hosts. Do you want to join a podcast network that celebrates all things Italian? At Sentire Media, we understand the allure of Italy and its unique culture. Our devoted team of hosts and producers are all driven by their shared passion for Italy. And we work tirelessly to create the best lifestyle podcasts and content that will whisk you away to the very heart of Italy. With us, you can savor the mouth-watering flavors, get lost in the stories from the past, break down the cultural barriers, and truly immerse yourself in the vibrant traditions of this intoxicating country. If you have a great podcast idea or are already in production and would like to join Sentire Media, head over to sentiremedia.com, that's SENTIRE media.com, and find out how to submit your show.